All right, everybody in the city of Boston's been to the Bell in Hand at one point or another, right? It's one of the oldest, I think the oldest, actually, bars in the entire country. And to end our series about men disappearing in the water in Massachusetts, we have to start there for our last episode. With that being said, let's get down to Faneuil Hall. Welcome to The Search. Let's get into it. Karaoke, Al?
You know what? I don't mind it, but I've never actually participated.
Can't
in it.
see you ever doing karaoke, to be honest
with
you.
I think I'd kill it. What would be your karaoke song?
See, I would sing. You would rap.
No. Yeah, I actually.
Yeah, you 100%. I don't know why.
I know what mine would be right now, but I don't.
Can I guess?
Yes, you'll never guess.
Piano Man.
No. Yeah, okay. Piano Man would be good.
It's your fucking wedding song. Yeah,
song.
Rich Girl.
My favorite song. Nope. I Don't Want to Know by Mario Winans.
Really?
Yep. Because then you get a little rap. The Diddy rap, but the Diddy verse is unbelievable.
Okay. Yeah, I can agree with that. Yeah, no,
so
I can agree with that.
I think that's where I would live.
It was either going to be that or Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique. You know, just to kill the mood at the karaoke bar really quick.
Yes.
Because that was Al's favorite song for about 4 months straight.
Yeah.
In 2005, maybe. Yeah.
That's have we mentioned that on this podcast?
No, we haven't, but that was a monumental moment in my life for anybody who, for some reason, wants to know that. Al used to drive a black Explorer. Still drives something similar to that today. And this was back when CDs came out. I remember when I was in the back seat, the second you were going through an underground rap phase.
Yes.
At the time, Diabolic, yeah. Immortal Technique. There's a couple other guys mixed in there. And I think every millennial remembers like the first time they heard that song. And I remember just like shivering in the back seat.
Yeah, you pay attention to the words of that song. That's like a full twist.
It's arguably the best written song, like rap song, maybe ever.
Yeah, I would probably
It's like listening to a horror movie.
What's the song called?
Dance with the Devil by Immortal Technique, youngin.
Featuring who?
Nobody.
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 Never mind.
Listen to it.
There's not even really like a hook. Oh no, there is. It's like really quick.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not like In the Club or something like that. It's just like one bit, and the song's like 6 minutes long too. It's like listening to
a story.
It. Yeah, it's a story.
Full story. A horror story.
Yeah. You could say that. I'm gonna go with Good Vibrations, Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
That's what you'd go with?
Yeah, that or Just Dance, Lady Gaga.
So you're going full pop kind of?
Kinda, yeah, poppy kind of girl I am. You know?
Just Dance.
Just Dance. Yeah, it reminds me of prom. I don't know, it puts me in a good mood. Like my junior prom puts me in a good mood. The Ferncroft, great venue. Where were you guys for St. Mary's? Spinelli's?
No. What's the place in Danvers?
Danvers Port Yacht Club?
Yes.
Oh, not too far off the beaten path.
Yes.
That's like America's.
Every
the North
prom
Shore's
was
proms,
there, yeah.
But that and Spinelli's.
Exactly.
Anyway, how many times have you been out in Faneuil Hall?
Infinite.
Infinite?
Yeah, infinite.
Okay. Did you have a spot?
Speaking of rap, that would be Eminem's first album.
Eminem's first album, great.
Yeah,
with the Spin Twins or whatever, Scam, whoever it was. Where would you say you like frequented the most as far as spots down there? I wasn't a huge Faneuil Hall guy.
I mean, I would probably say Sissy K's.
Okay.
I probably done my body weight in tube shots at those chemistry shots.
Yeah, and I think I'm more of a Rover guy personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sissy K's was big around then. I was actually at the Point the other night on Saturday. What's today? Monday?
That's
Saturday
where you
night.
ended up instead of going to Comics Come Home?
After.
Oh my God, man.
Right next to Bell in Hand.
Real? How was it? Was it packed?
Yeah, it was pretty busy. It wasn't crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm too old now. That's all. I walked in there. I'm like, I'm way too old for this.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
I walked in there.
People must have been like, this fossil is in here, and you're not
Some
even
girl walked
old.
up to me and was like, "Are you Matt Patricia?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "I'm an Ohio State fan." I go, "You must not be that much of an Ohio State fan."
Yeah, because I'm not.
I had
Matt
like a
Patricia.
scally cap on.
Yeah,
She was like, "Are you Matt Patricia?" I'm like, "I don't think I look anything like Matt Patricia, but thanks for telling me I'm a
100% look
45-year-old
nothing
guy.
like Matt Patricia.
I didn't even have a pencil sticking out of my ear.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I could see if I walked in with like a number 2, a Tickaronda hanging out of my ear.
Yeah.
Maybe then you'd be like,
or
okay.
it was Halloween.
Yes.
Anything.
Matt Patricia isn't walking into
the Point on a Saturday night.
On a Saturday night.
Yes, it's not happening. I think a lot of people though would say they've been to the Bell in Hand.
Yeah.
A lot of people over the years, pretty popular.
Is it really the oldest bar in Boston?
In Boston, I think it is. I heard it was the country. Fact, Jack, producer fact right now, we need it. Whenever you could pull that up. I think he has it on deck already. What do you got?
Yeah, the oldest bar in Boston is the Bell in Hand Tavern, founded in 1795.
Holy shit, they just got free back then.
What?
Wow, they just got free.
Yeah,
Holy
they just
shit.
dumped the tea was still
The
in the
tea
harbor.
was still in the harbor. Yeah, you could still get a nice cup in the morning. Yeah, absolutely.
You could smell it in the lake.
What's the oldest bar in the country?
It's got to be one before that, no?
Before he gets that, I just thought it was interesting. Warren Tavern.
Yeah, right. I was going to say the Warren's up there, isn't it?
Whoa. I got Warren Tavern in Charlestown, 1780. Bellingham, 1795.
Oh, come on,
So
Jack.
what's going on? Wait, so what?
We got producer
No.
Because
this
it's
is-
older than the usual oldest for downtown Boston, but still lesser known compared to some of the big name spots. This one often gets called the number 2 in local historic tavern lists.
Okay. I was going to say, because that has to be one of the oldest in the country. I'm surprised something like Plymouth isn't there.
So if you want the oldest bar building still standing that served alcohol, that would be the Warren Tavern in Charleston. But Bellingham is the official answer.
In where, Charleston?
This is murky to say the
Is
least.
he saying Charleston? Isn't it Charlestown?
Yeah.
Or South Carolina?
I was
North
going to say,
Carolina?
we're somewhere.
If you want the oldest bar building still standing
Yes.
that served alcohol,
Yep.
that would be the Warren Tavern in Charlestown.
Okay.
Charlestown, there we
So
go.
where does the-
Charleston, sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry.
No,
I have
just
family
say
in Charleston.
Charlestown.
Sorry. I have more family in Charleston than Charlestown.
Fair. Okay, can you say Charlestown, though?
Charlestown.
Okay, we're good.
My fault.
That's fine. No, I just want to make sure you...
Another place I've frequented many times, the Warren Tavern.
Same with with RA. That's RA's.
Well, yeah, that mean, I'm sure.
That and the Knights of Columbus. The Knights of Columbus in Charlestown, by the way.
Yeah.
A lot of really low-key big members.
I
Like
believe
NHL
it.
guys and shit.
I
Found
believe
that
it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some coaches
Well, they all
and
live
stuff.
over there.
Yeah. No,
Well, they
it's-
did
it's-
anyways.
Well, they did,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And real quick, to answer your question, the White Horse Tavern in Newport, Rhode Island, established 1673.
Holy hell.
That's before the Revolution.
Wow. That's like we
1673,
got... So
wow.
we were colonized when that place opened, huh? That's in, you said Bristol, Rhode Island?
Newport.
Newport.
I feel like I've been there.
Have you?
Yeah. I did a lot of days in Newport.
I want to
Newport's
know
a fun city.
I heard Newport's great.
Yeah.
Do you think it should be the capital of Rhode Island?
What is the capital of Rhode Island?
Providence, buddy.
Is it Providence?
I'm almost positive it is, isn't it?
Could
Jack?
be something. It could be like...
Some random place.
Yeah.
Like it's like, I don't know. Yeah, it
is
is
Providence,
right? Okay. there
Yeah,
we
that
go.
would make sense. No, Providence should be the capital.
Yeah, it's
Way bigger.
Yeah,
Newport's
it-
like...
Newburyport, maybe. Maybe a little bigger.
What do you mean? As big?
I'm saying like Newport's like as big as like Newburyport, maybe like bigger like Plymouth, Duxbury.
I don't know. It's more of a sea town. I guess maybe Newburyport.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, at any rate, to wrap up these last two cases, these are two of the more
Known?
one on just recency alone.
Yeah.
Right. And then the second part of that is known as far as like, again, media attention. I think they're a little bit deeper than the ones we had in the previous episode.
Yes.
With a little more nooks and crannies. And
Little
yeah, a couple more nooks, couple more crannies. We're going to start, Al. Do you want to start on the night out? Or do you want to
Why
start?
don't we start with a little background of Zachary
Give him the
Marr?
background.
Yeah.
Give him the
Zachary
background.
Marr, date of birth 1993. He's 22 years old when he disappears in 2016 from Harvard, Massachusetts. He lived there with his family. That's where he was born and raised and lived there. The Marrs were a large, close-knit family. Zach had several siblings and maintained strong ties with his cousins and parents. He's described by his friends as loyal, kind, hardworking, down-to-earth. Not known to be like confrontational or reckless whatsoever. He enjoyed spending time with his family, being outdoors. He graduated from Neshoba Valley Tech High School, which was a tech school. Makes sense. He gets into metal fabrication and welding. Known by his teachers as diligent, mechanically skilled, just a hardworking kid. Kind of a little bit different path than we've seen some of the other people.
Yeah, I was going to say, this kid's more of a
this kid-
tradesman.
Yes,
more of a
he's
tradesman,
more of a tradesman, yep.
You know?
He actually pursued an an apprenticeship over going to like a 4-year college. You know what I mean? So he just went right into the workforce.
This kid was ahead of his time.
Yeah. He ends up going to the DCR, the Massachusetts DCR in Lancaster, Massachusetts, which is conservation and recreation. He helps with the infrastructure, grounds work, all that stuff. So working with his hands, dependable, hardworking.
Yep.
So pretty much that's it in terms of like his background, what he does for work, all that stuff.
Harvard, Mass. Shout out to Shaker Hills.
Shaker Hills, yeah. Beautiful golf courses
Just
out
went
there.
up like $50 a round, though.
All because they have a drive-through,
I don't know. It's
a
stupid.
golf cart
Like,
drive-through
it's
bar.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is. They just did a bunch of stuff over there at Shaker Hills. It's actually a beautiful course.
I know.
They got like a rooftop tee box that you can hit onto 2 different greens. So you use it to
no
hit
shit.
onto 6 and 13, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
You went with Nico and didn't tell me last year, so that pissed me off.
It's too nice for you.
It's definitely not. We're going to cut to, we've cut to Saturday, February 13th, 2016.
Yep.
So this is the night out, this part of the segment. We are celebrating his 22nd birthday with his cousins at Bellingham Tavern near Faneuil Hall. He steps outside after midnight and doesn't get let back in, which it's kind of Bush League. Unless the kid like throws up on the sidewalk, falls, I don't know. The thing about Faneuil Hall, I try to not judge people who have drank in Faneuil Hall because it's like cobblestone, like raised cobblestone.
Yes.
It's got to be like at least 5 times as easy to fall as it is anywhere else.
I said, I was at the point. I walked outside the point.
Tell me the ankle was a victim again to something.
There was no, almost. I was looking and I was perfectly fine. So there was a 4-inch gap between like a piece of cinder block tile, like that was like meeting the cobblestone. And I'm like, some girl's heel is getting jammed in this fucking thing.
Somebody's breaking an ankle.
I could have put my whole foot in it.
How many career-ending injuries you think have happened at Faneuil Hall? Rolled ankles, broken ankles,
Dude,
torn ACLs,
we were one time
kneecaps,
like in
broken
Faneuil Hall.
elbows.
It's just crazy you brought that up because I was just thinking about this. And one of the girls we were with, she fell, but she had her shoes in her hand, so her shoes fell out of her hand. She had 2 heels, and some kid just walked up and like punted the heel and just like ran away, was like cracking up laughing. I remember getting like wicked mad, like, why are you kicking a girl's heel? But thinking back to it, like, that's like the funniest thing. Like, could you picture someone being across the street and he sees a girl fall, he sees the heels fall on the ground, and he just punts them? He legitimately punted these heels.
I hope it's one of the kids
like
on this
30
list that ended up in the water, to be honest with you. I hope.
And I remember like screaming at the kid and chasing
I
him.
hope we've done an episode on this kid at this point.
Yeah, but that he punted them so
Is it
fast.
someone I know?
No, just some random kid.
No, I meant like the girl. Is this somebody
Yes,
I've like
someone
met?
you definitely know.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
It was
All right.
it was really funny now thinking back of it, but yes.
I'm trying to think of who I think it might be, but then like that girl would have got up and punched this kid in the face. Talking about your wife's friends.
It's one of my wife's friends.
Okay, so it's
Yeah.
one of the softer spoken ones, I think.
I don't know.
Because there's one I go to immediately that I knew the best. And I don't think that's some shit she would take. She'd probably get up and try and fight somebody.
Yeah, no, it was a big scene. A big scene occurred afterwards.
a
That's
big
all.
to-do.
That's as much as I'm going to get into.
A big to-do.
Yes.
Got you. Okay.
Big scene. But the point is that people falling all the time. People falling all
I was
the time.
going to say,
And
I feel like you can't, like, in Faneuil Hall, judge somebody, like, their drunkenness because you're like, me as a sober person would fall.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah.
right now, I'd fall
People
in Faneuil
probably
Hall.
fall all the time just
All the
walking
time.
to work.
Yeah, 100%.
Going to Stage Street, going to work. You know what I mean? They probably fall all the time.
Just put, like, a toe in
Yes.
the, especially if you have, like, dress shoes on or something like that. or a heel.
I really wish I took a picture so we could just inlay the picture how big of a hole this was.
It's almost like a hazard.
Yes, it's a walking hazard over there.
There have to be, like, I can't even imagine the amount of career-ending injuries.
We'll get back into like the whole interaction between him and the bar in a little
Okay.
bit, where like it'll give you a little bit of clarification on
Okay.
exactly what happened.
Because I think he stepped outside to rip a cig.
Yeah, well,
Working class move. Big
Yeah.
working class move. So good on that. And then around 1:30 a.m., his cousin receives a Snapchat saying staff won't readmit him.
Yeah, so we'll get into pretty much the whole evening. So he travels from Harvard, Mass. He's going into Boston to celebrate his birthday weekend. He's turning 22. The group meets, obviously, Bell in hand. It says one of the city's oldest bars I have written down here, so I didn't know it was the oldest.
One of.
Because of
Right.
Warren Tavern in famous Charleston in
Right,
Massachusetts.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah.
45 Union Street near Faneuil Hall. Short walk to the waterfront and that like Zachem Bridge area.
Sure.
They drink, they're having a good time, they're taking photos all while he's turning 22 at approximately 1:30. Surveillance footage shows Zachary leaving the bar and he's standing outside, bell in hand. He steps out briefly for a smoke and to make a call or to get here. They don't really have a thing, but he pretty much tells his friends that he's stepping out for a minute. That's what he
So he
says.
stepped outside at midnight or he stepped outside at 1:30 in the morning?
1:30.
Okay, gotcha.
After midnight, they're trying to say, but yeah, 1:30 is when he's seen.
Oh,
on it.
after. That's very. Yeah, that's
Yes.
stupid the way that
so
was
when
written.
he
Okay.
doesn't return, his cousins basically assume like he may have went to use the restroom or he cooled off and then he'll be back
Mm-hmm.
or maybe he met somebody, but they're not really worried at that point. There's no mention though of him like permanently leaving or going elsewhere. So it's not like he texts his guy like, "Yo, I met this girl, we're leaving," anything like that. He sends this Snapchat to the cousin, right, saying that the staff won't let him in. However, the CCTV video and the surveillance never show him once he's outside talking back to the staff. So it's unclear whether he heard other people getting not admitted and was just like, they're not going to let me in. But he never goes up to the bar and asks to get readmitted. Do you know what I mean?
The door, you mean?
Yeah, it goes back to the bouncer or
was
whoever.
like, yo, can I have my...
So there's no like him coming back. There's no interaction with the bar after he steps out.
It was probably, he might not have even been that drunk. It might have just been like last call, and they're just genuinely not letting anybody back in.
Why am I going back in?
It's
You know what I mean?
1:30. I kind of get that. If
It's
that's
like
the
144, pretty
Right,
much.
yeah. So, okay.
So
gotcha.
144, actually, additional security footage captures him like crossing North Ave Bridge near the Boston Harbor waterfront, heading toward the general direction of like TD Garden. So now there's a parking garage there. You know the parking garage, Blackstone Street, like Surface Road?
Yep.
Like right there? That...
Where the market is.
Yes, right near Boston Public Market. There's a CCTV footage of him like walking past there, heading towards the garden, is where they're assuming. Weather that day is sub 20. It's really cold. So it's another cold night, strong wind gusts.
Oh, yeah, this is
Bad
February,
weather.
yeah.
1:45 to 2 a.m. His phone continues to register activity for a short amount of time. Police later confirmed that his cell phone last pinged near Leverett Circle, very close to that like Charles River Locks.
Yeah.
So
okay.
kind of near that area where, you know,
The Liberty is and shit?
William Hurley disappears.
Yeah.
Nashua Street, 99 Nashua Street, all in this little vicinity.
Right.
Is where his last ping is. That's also less than a half mile, which we'll talk about Michael Kelleher later.
Yes.
Where
Yep.
they think he might have went into the water too. At 2 o'clock, there's no further digital activity. His cousins realize at this point, like he hasn't come back, and they're starting to call his phone off the hook, and there's obviously no answer. This is after 2 o'clock. So they must have left the bar and were like, where is he? Let me start calling him. But they do assume that he went either back to their hotel or caught a ride somewhere. So they're just like, you know, again, it's like he's a grown man, 22. He's probably fine. Again, this is where we go back to women and guys. There's some difference, you know, where like you might think your boy's, oh, he's fine. He's doing something. Don't worry, he'll be fine. Because how many times do you go out and you do lose track of one of your friends, and then the next day you find out he's just hanging out with somebody, or he's right where you thought he was going to be.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Yes.
So now the next morning, 7 to 8 o'clock, family members start like calling local hospitals. So it's like, oh, have you seen this kid? He's missing. It's now 7 in the morning. He's not back at the hotel. Now they're kind of panicking. Boston police begin a missing person report that same morning. So they actually put a missing persons thing that morning out. Throughout the day, search efforts begin near like Faneuil Hall. So they start searching the area, like where could he be? Police review CCTV footage that morning, and that's when they trace like where he was walking. You know what I mean? All in that morning.
Okay.
By midday on that day, they actually release a photo saying like, has anybody seen this person?
Yeah.
So they do release a photo on the same day. So that's like kind of better police work than we've seen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely.
You know, that night, the family publicly starts to like plead for help. They start like saying, okay, he's missing, all this stuff on social media.
Yeah, that's when everybody started seeing like the posts go around and
yes,
shit. Yeah.
it started going around pretty quickly.
Yep.
You know, and it started gaining steam on social media. That's pretty much what I have on the 13th of, you know.
Can we cut to Tuesday,
Yes.
February 23rd?
Yes, we can.
Search shifts to the river.
Yeah.
Police say surveillance video prompted targeted searches of the Charles River near a railroad / brittle bridge section. What is that? I don't know what that is. By the Zachem / Locks area.
Yes.
I'm not sure exactly. I mean, I know where the Zachem Bridge is. Does anybody can somebody map that and just like give me a landmark that's near? I'm trying to think of like what that would technically be.
Like almost the Coast Guard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the locks here, you know that little like Paul Revere Park, like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like in Charlestown, underneath the bridge.
Yeah.
I think that the locks is like what all that stuff flows into. The Charles River flows into the locks, they call it. Like
Okay.
Coast Guard, behind the Museum of Science, like all that area.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like Leverett, like all that down where that Coast Guard is, behind Faneuil Hall,
Got you,
behind
okay.
TD Garden.
Okay.
That's considered the locks area, and that's where like a lot of the people are found.
That's why I've never seen that before. Like I know where you're talking about, but I've never been Never walked down that. Nothing ever.
Never. You never parked at like that the police barracks to go to the garden?
Nope.
So I live right by there, and
Yep.
so oftentimes I'll run through there. Especially they just redid the Charlestown Bridge. Well,
Right.
it's been going on forever, but it's done now. Look,
Talking about where like it's night shift have an
Yeah,
area.
right
now?
there.
bingo, right there.
Oh,
And
that's
it's-
it.
That's
Okay,
it, yeah.
all right. Oh, then,
Converse,
oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, so you can't not see it if you're coming over the Charlestown Bridge and just
The
look like
old
to your
Boston
right.
Paintball Company, remember
Yeah,
that?
yeah. Okay, yeah, right. Okay. I didn't realize we're talking about the same thing here.
Yes, and so it's beautiful now. You can go right through, but it's basically the locks are a pair of watertight compartments that raise and lower the boats between the Charles River Basin and the Boston Harbor. So it's where they go in. But
It's
I've
like
actually,
a fake dam, a man-made. Well, I guess all dams are man-made,
Yeah,
right?
and
But it's like
yeah, no, I know, yeah, right.
You
Unless
basically-
the beaver's on it.
It's kind of like a crossing walk.
Yes.
Like you have to wait there for them to go through. It's like this little contraption. It's kind of cool.
Okay.
If you ever
I get
taken like a duck boat ride, you're definitely going in this area.
Okay, because
Yes.
I've literally never been down there. I've just apparently just seen it from like driving over the Charlestown
We'll put a
Bridge
picture
1,000
up of
times.
it.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Dive teams begin operations there. Do you have anything else, or can I go to Tuesday, March 15th?
No, we got good a little bit. Dive teams begin standing in the Charles River near the Museum of Science. This is right where we're talking about, Leverett Circle, directly below where his phone like last pinged.
Mm-hmm.
Conditions are like difficult at this point because of the cold temperatures and there's ice buildup like along the riverbank, so the sides are like building
Yeah.
up with ice.
It's when
They
you're
did
really
s-
earning your money as
Yeah,
a
they
desert diver.
did sonar searches and they yielded like no results. So they did sonar on the river and there was no results. February 20th, posters and flyers are distributed through Boston. The Marr family is like doing daily searches of the area. Faneuil Hall kind of retracing his steps, also doing what they can, looking in that waterway where the phone pinged. And it was just blowing up. And this is at the time, you remember this, like it was blowing up in the news, like where is he, all this stuff. Zachary Marr was one of the few that it felt like you heard about it almost immediately.
Yep.
And it was continued until
And it was
obviously-
hysteria, kind of
Yeah.
like, well, you could say
Well,
that's social
because
media
now
hysteria,
we're
yeah.
on like body 10
Right, yeah.
in the same area.
I would actually venture to believe that this was the case that everybody was like,
It almost flipped the switch.
Now something's happening here. Like this is something we need to be like paying close. There's a pattern officially, even though there had been. It was kind of just social media was sort of like becoming more and more accessible to more and more people.
Can you do me a favor, producers? Can you look up when like the Boston Vanishing Men like article or blog press, when that got released? I think it probably coincides to almost immediately
Right.
after
Okay.
this.
Got you.
I feel like this is one case is going to your point. It's like I feel like this really set it off.
Yeah. And I think that what ends up happening here is right. First off, if you're going to tell me they sonared they've had sonar for a bunch of years, right? Sonar's not like a new thing.
Sonars in
Sonar
probably
has
World
been
War II.
Literally World War II.
Yeah.
Like this isn't like a new thing. So sonar is very much a like, what do you call it? Tweaked and optimized like thing at this point.
2017 is like
16, yeah, whatever.
is
You're right.
16, 17. It's like
I mean, yeah.
these two cases, they both involve sonar. Both of them are going to involve sonar. At this point, we have great technology.
Yes.
It's not like the early 90s,
Because you have to
where
think they found
things are developing.
Well, that's the other thing. They found they've had to have found other shit with sonar in the river if they were using it.
Yeah, I would assume so.
You're gonna tell me it works on a whole school of fucking fish and not one human body?
I know. I guess. Okay, so sonar works by sending a wave.
Yeah,
and then it
sound
hits
wave
something-
down
sound
there, right?
wave,
Wait till it hits it, and then it comes
up.
back up, right? Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not working on like body temperature or like heat or anything like
No,
that.
it's just looking
Yeah.
for a surface to bounce
Yes.
off of. That's
So-
it. So
I guess what they're trying to say is that it was very icy and it was bouncing off ice and they couldn't find anything. I think that's what basically the cops are saying, is that due to the weather, the sonar wasn't as good as it
Yeah,
should
I
have been.
guess, yeah,
or useful. Or,
I still don't buy that shit at all. I don't know. I just don't get it. Because you got to think, like, again, has sonar never been used on ice before? Again,
My question is, didn't the Titanic have sonar and they saw that?
yeah,
that iceberg?
yeah. Like somebody like
I think sonar's been around for an absurd amount of time.
Yeah.
When was sonar? I'm going to look that up.
somebody
I'm not gonna give them
sonar
more.
timeline. We need it right now.
When was
The
sonar?
Titanic went down in what 1948 or some shit.
1912.
12, right? Yep, that. They knew that. Imagine being on the Titanic and like you're just staring at the iceberg the whole time. You're like, are we gonna fucking turn the wheel?
Yes, turn the wheel.
Someone turn the fucking wheel, man.
So sonar as a technology first emerged in 1915 during World War One.
Okay, so it was after the Titanic.
Even still, you're gonna tell me Steamboat fucking Willie had sonar and yeah, man. I mean, come the fuck on here.
Yeah,
This
we've
is
had
ridiculous.
102 years of sonar by this time.
Right.
There were early experiments after the Titanic sinking. It pushed interest in it. That was 1912 through 14, and then the first practical sonar-like system was 1915 and developed to detect submarines.
Okay.
Yeah, like U-boats and shit, right?
Yeah.
Or whatever that, like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's been around for a while.
Okay.
In probably icy
So
cold temperatures.
we're detecting submarines in the 20s, okay? And you're going to tell me some ice is fucking this up in 2016? No, it's not. We're going to cut any other nooks and crannies for that.
No, where are we at right now?
We're at Tuesday, March 15th.
Yes.
Okay.
Al, to answer your question, to 2017, in the search for the missing, authorities often turn towards Boston waterways. In 2016 was the first article about Boston's vanishing men.
So it makes perfect sense. Right at this
coincides,
timeline.
yeah.
Right
Absolutely.
at this timeline, because these two kind of like set everything in motion. Like, all right, this is nuts. Now.
They also were in very close a year apart, but even
Yep.
still. Anyway, Tuesday, March 15th, 2016, body is recovered around 6 p.m. in the Charles River near the locks, behind Leverett Circle / Museum of Science, later identified as Zachary Marr.
Yep. So the morning, March 15, 2016, a worker on a boat near Leverett Circle spots something floating in the Charles River near the locks, Museum of Science. Boston Fire and Mass State Police actually respond to the scene. Shortly after 1 p.m., divers recover the body of a young male. Charlestown Bridge, Leverett Circle area, just yards from where Zachary's phone pinged earlier. Mm-hmm. It obviously is Zachary Marr. Police end up releasing a statement confirming the recovery of the body. The report of the body shows no signs of trauma, and that the death appears consistent with an accidental drowning, just like every other case. Toxicology reports are never made public, and foul play is completely ruled out same day that they just
Now,
said.
if I'm not mistaken, so then we're cutting. If we can jump to Wednesday, March 16, 2016, right? So the next day.
Yep.
The family describes the death as a quote-unquote horrible accident. Press recap confirms last seen facts outside the Bell in Hand. And I believe, is there at some point where there's some story that's gotten out that the police let the family see the footage of him falling in but never released it to the public?
So there's unconfirmed reports where people go back and forth that there is CCTV footage of him going into the water, and the family has seen it. The family has never outright said that they've saw it. The police have never said that they've actually shown it in any type of report that I've seen.
Yep.
So it is one of those things. Is it a rumor? Is it true? Do they actually have video of him going into the water? Why can't they release this footage up to the point of, you don't have to put him going in.
Nobody wants to watch a kid drown if he drowned. Like,
Yes.
we don't need to see that. If you show the kid slipping and falling into something, that's all you need to show.
Or just by the water.
Or just by the water, even, if that's what you really want to show. You know what I mean? Whatever was happening here, because it sounds like he wasn't like, again, why not release the toxicology report if it helps the case of this kid was drunk and slipped in the water? Why would you not release the toxicology report? For what reason?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
So I don't understand. To like put
But here's the thing, and it's a lot of these cases, they never really, you don't really see them release an autopsy or toxicology. It feels like they never do. Also, is this a month after? I believe it's a month after he disappears.
Yes.
Hold on.
Okay.
Yes, it's a month. It's a month and
It's
3
almost
days.
exactly a month.
Yeah, it's a month and 3 days later. How good is that toxicology report? How good is that autopsy? You know, I think things, you know.
You got to think when a body decomposes, it flushes everything out of itself, right?
Yeah,
And how
so,
long
like,
does it like live and incubate
if
in
they
the bloodstream
find-
and shit?
Exactly. So this is one of the things, like one of the theories that everyone talks about is that's the reason why they hold these people for so long, is that a lot of this stuff can get out of their system. So if you did drug somebody, right? Mm-hmm. You drug someone with GHB or whatever. that would slowly start leaving your system, just like any drug leaves your system slowly.
If I sniffed coke a month ago, I'm not going to fail a drug test a month later.
Yes. So like certain things stay in you, like
Right.
marijuana stays in your hair for a little bit longer. There are certain things. So that's one of the reasons why they say they hold the bodies for a little bit longer, and that's some of the reasons why they don't find the body. Like, how come you never find these bodies a couple days later?
Right.
And this was a massive search, sonar, everything.
Oh, this was a big thing. This was a big one.
And quick.
Yes.
It wasn't like it was,
They didn't wait a week.
Yes.
Didn't wait 2 weeks.
Because you know what? When you're out with a bunch of friends, a bunch of cousins, it's not like, some of them you see are more loners, or that like their friends like not completely abandon them, but they were just like,
All right, you had enough for the night, like whatever. I'll see you later
so
or
it's
tomorrow.
like, this seemed like they were right on top of it. And to me, I think that if I was a Boston cop, I would be more on top of these things because of the scrutiny that every single one is going to give you from here on out. You know what I mean? It's only going to increasingly get worse as every.
You would think so.
Yeah. So.
And yeah, that's pretty much that. Unless you had anything else on it,
Yeah, news. Pretty much no evidence of criminal activity. Obviously, online investigators and everyone, people like us, I guess, trying to express skepticism. That why didn't you find the body? Why didn't you find it earlier? Show us the footage if there is footage. There should be some footage somewhere.
You could even really show like a picture.
Yeah,
like a still.
It doesn't have to be
from the camera. You could even just show that. Really, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So my question would be to the Boston Police is why? What is the reason why? And now they've been asked. Certain police officers have been asked. The guy Evans, the guy that looks like the bad guy,
an orc.
Yeah, the guy that looks like the bad guy in every movie. He almost looks like Penguin from.
William Evans or whatever his name is. Right.
He was the commissioner at the time of these two that we're going to talk about. And he basically said like it's accidental drowning. He never says anything, but he's like, listen, these kids are just going in. How come no one's released the footage if it is there? I don't think that footage exists.
I don't think so either.
I think that's just a rumor that people are starting.
I don't either.
I think if it existed, you'd see it.
Like I said, all you really need here is like a still to just be like, this is what happened, right? And like, because you do it for every other car accident that happens, a construction accident.
Dude, just think about anything. Even people that before they get
somebody
murdered,
robs a store and they're running out. Yeah.
Before someone even gets shot, they have video right before it happens.
Yes.
Before, you know what I mean? Like you see the videos all the time. They get released all the time. So it's like
somebody goes in to rob a bank and they shoot somebody while robbing the bank.
Yes.
There's like an image of them coming through the door with a mask on or a hood or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know what is it. What is the? It's somebody died there.
I don't think
it
exists.
A sensitivity thing.
I don't think it exists.
I don't think it exists either.
But there is obviously rumors that like the Marr family was brought into a room and shown the video. Would you agree that you've heard these rumors?
Yeah, somebody commented this on like a video that I did like 2 or 3 years ago. They were like, "No, I know the family, and that's what happened to something." Maybe it is. I don't know. We'll maybe hear the whispers in the trees, as Dave Portnoy likes to say.
Yeah. So if it was me, even if it was my family, I'd probably say something like, "Why would I want to keep talking about it?" I'd just be like, "Yeah, we saw him go."
Well, every family deserves closure.
Yes.
Everybody does.
Yeah. Of course they do. So
they can move on with their life. In some
I would
way.
probably make a statement as the family, and I'm not saying anything wrong. I hope I'm never in that position.
Right.
Obviously. But
I want to make a contingency plan right now if it happens to you and me. You're my proxy.
Release it all.
You're my ombudsman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to release your shit too?
I would probably just say like, listen, we respect our privacy at this time, but we've seen the video.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think and then that's it.
So I'm not allowed to use your death footage as a viral video to expand my.
Oh, you can do whatever you want to do.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want to do.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say though? I think like you can't tell me that like you have security footage that you release from like serious violent crimes, and then this one you're like, oh, we just decided not to put this one out.
I don't like that. I don't like that
People
idea.
get shot, hit by cars, stabbed.
Here's what I don't like about this whole case. There's not on CCTV footage, no surveillance, no witness accounts of him in the bar acting unruly. Mm-hmm. So it seems like he had everything together. He just stepped outside for a smoke, 1:30, right around the bar's closing, probably smoking. Heard some people not getting let back in because he never asked to get let back in.
You never know. A guy, the bouncer might have just yelled in the front of the door,
Yeah.
like, "Oh, last call. That's
Yeah.
it. Nobody. Like, that's it. Everybody go home."
By all accounts, the way he's walking, no one says that he seems like he's completely inebriated at that point. outside.
Presumably, also on camera, you could see that. You could tell by the way if he's stumbling, you would see it.
Yep.
That's not mentioned in any of the
It's not mentioned in
disposition, or
anything.
not disposition.
Same
but you
with
know
the
what I mean?
CCTV footage outside Boston Public Market. It's not seen at all that he's stumbling or anything crazy.
The only argument you could have is that said he was found by the state police barracks, by the Museum of Science.
Yeah, right in that water where the locks are that you know all about.
Now, right? You're gonna tell me there's no camera around there?
This is the point. This is the point where everyone says, how come? You got to think about all the cases we've talked about. There's a case that we talked about that we mentioned briefly on the first episode, that we talked to a kid who fell into the water, and there was another kid there. That was right at that same police, Mass State Police, right at the Coast Guard, right there.
The one on the corner as you're turning on Sturo Drive.
The one that Converse overlooks, Night Shift overlooks.
Okay, so all right. So I had these a little bit
Yes.
out of whack.
Yes.
Because there's the Mass State Police Barracks when you're coming out of Cambridge
No.
that are like on your right behind the Museum of Science.
If you're on the Charlestown Bridge going towards the north end,
No,
and you
yeah,
look
okay.
over your right,
Yep.
that's where most of them end up.
Okay, so it's not the other side on that corner when you turn on the Sturo Drive.
You know where like the skate park is?
Yeah.
Like there.
Okay, I got you. All right.
So they're all like from that skate park over to Night Shift. Like,
Got you. Interesting. So it's not anywhere near, like I'm saying, like,
you're thinking more of the Cambridge side.
yeah, you know where I'm talking about?
Yes.
The State Police Barracks, it's right there on the corner, and you turn past by it to go to Sturo Drive, to get on to Sturo Drive.
Are you talking about the one on the water?
Al.
The
you're
one down.
All right, listen, you take the cool, hold on. Ready?
Where's the Mass State Police Barracks? I got to picture this because I know the Coast Guard down low with the wall
Yes, I do.
behind the garden.
Correct. Okay, yeah. I'm talking about, now I do. I'm talking about listen, ready? You're coming out from, let's say you're coming through Nashua Street.
Yep.
Okay, you're going to Sturo Drive.
Yes.
All right, you come to that light. The
Okay.
little bridge is over your head.
Okay.
The State Police Barracks is right there on the corner.
Well, then technically, yes, it's close.
Okay.
That's all close.
So there's two right there in close proximity.
There's Mass State, and then there's the Coast Guard one down low. That's on the water.
Okay. So do you guys know what I'm talking about? Right. Great nod by Pat right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, it was a great
Just made
nod.
eye contact, waited a
Perfect
second,
for an
and then
audio
just went.
podcast. We got the nod from.
Yeah, that's right. Just a great nod.
So yes, okay. So from that Mass State Police Barracks towards Night Shift,
Sure.
that Lovejoy Wharf, that's where they're all found, pretty much.
Got you. Okay.
The locks, Lovejoy Wharf, all in that area is like 4 or 5 different people.
Okay. Got you.
Kelleher, Ma, Hurley. Who else? Who's another one? I'm missing one. I'm blanking on one, but there's a lot over there in the same area. That's why a lot of people believe, a lot of people, there's a huge area that it could be someone that's like a Mass State Police officer or a Coast Guard person that could be involved. They have access to boats, access to waterways.
Yeah.
I've seen this a lot in our comment
Do you see
sections.
that?
A ton, more than any other
Yeah.
theory, that people think it's a cop.
Yeah. And they think it's someone that has access to the waterways and can know where the entry points are. Where there's
And
no CCTV footage.
CCTV footage, none of that. So super interesting.
But I would say, here's where it is crazy. How does that Coast Guard base, that Coast Guard one that's right in the water, you know which one, in Lovejoy Wharf,
Yep.
how does that not have any cameras? How does that Mass State Police not have any cameras? How does Lovejoy Wharf, like Night Shift and all those places, not have a camera pointed down? How does 99 Nashua Street, that parking garage, not have a camera facing? How?
I don't understand.
You think that they direct some? They put some up.
I think after this, yeah. I think at this point, security camera placement should be like a college major.
Like London.
Sure.
London has cameras on every corner, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I mean,
I think they have the most cameras for any major city in the entire world.
Socialism for you, right there. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you would think that like if something happened, like near your establishment, you'd be like, we should probably put a fucking camera up over here. So
This is true, but then the Louvre, I heard their Wi-Fi password was Louvre. Did you hear that?
That can't be fucking real.
Did you see that, Pat? That the Wi-Fi to the Louvre, their password was Louvre.
Well, if it's public, that's not that crazy of an idea.
No, the private one that like held the like security cameras and shit.
Oh.
Imagine you being able to rob like $150 million.
Imagine you sitting in the van being like, let's
with just
try and
a
hack this.
cherry picker. Like
Yeah,
essentially, you got a cherry picker up there.
Well, no, you're sitting in the van getting ready to do a heist and like, just try Louvre, just see what happens.
Yeah,
the guy's
just
like,
see-
I think I got in. Dude,
Are you
what the
sure?
fuck?
Is the L capital?
Is the L? Yeah, wait, what was that? What did you type in? Let me write it down. Like, how does that fucking happen? You know what I mean? And then they're just like, I think I'm in.
It's like
They hired some like hacking kid. They're paying the kid like $2,000 an hour. He's like,
like-
you could just go home, man.
Yeah,
He's like, all right, I
okay.
thought I was getting $6,000 out of this, but whatever. But yeah, that's the Zachary Marr.
that's the Zachary Marr timeline.
That's the
and everything
Zachary
with
Marr
him.
timeline right there.
Kind of interesting. London is 12th in the
No.
world for
Really?
cameras.
Is it like Dubai or something?
Number 1, Mexico City.
Wow.
80.
Can we guess this?
3,000.
Wait a minute. This is a great little like not filler, but like Mexico City's number 1. Where is like Tokyo, Japan, or like Shanghai?
You think it's an Asian country?
I think so.
Oh,
You got the top five there?
So leave it to producer Pat to give you just the wrong information. So
I love it. I love it. We haven't had one in a while. Honestly, you would do. To be honest with you, this is good. You would do.
I almost got us canceled episode 1 before
Yeah.
we even really got rolling. Taiwan, number 1 in China.
Taiwan.
Wuxi, also in China. 3, London.
Three's
Wow.
London. Okay. I know
And
London was big.
then 2 other cities in China. But
What'd I tell you?
Yeah.
Communism. That'll fucking do it to you. Yep. Cuba just can't afford them.
DC also has a lot. Understandably, 44 cameras
that's
per
a great.
1,000 residents.
Yeah, that's actually like a really good pick. I think Boston has like 5
5 total.
total. Yeah, none at TD Garden apparently.
None in that whole
one
area.
in front of maybe the State House. There might be one.
They gotta get cameras on the waterways. They
I
have
think we
to.
got to start like a security camera company, to be honest with you, and just start selling like affordable security cameras to businesses.
Yeah, then we can retire. That'd
Yeah.
be great. Yeah.
Absolutely. But yeah, that's the Zachary Marr case. And then we are going to move into Michael Kelleher.
Michael Kelleher, his date of birth is 1994. He's 23 at the time of disappearance in 2017. Born in Southborough, Massachusetts. Came from a close, supportive family. Parents and siblings describe him as caring, dependable, and family-oriented. Do you think you would have this nice of a thing? Like, do you think, like, I feel like
I think the only reason I've lived this long is because I might be slightly more of a piece of shit than these people, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Both of us, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think it's the only reason I made it this far. You know,
yeah,
being
but I would be
slightly-
like, he's kind of a dick.
yeah, everybody
Yeah.
would be like, this kid was somewhat of a scumbag,
Yeah.
but like, whatever, you know what I mean?
But we didn't mind him too much.
No, we tolerated
yeah.
him, just let him hang around a little bit. That's fine.
So he was known for his calm demeanor, kindness, and good sense of humor. He enjoyed playing basketball. He actually was like a star basketball player. He went to, in Northborough, Massachusetts, he went to Algonquin.
I was going to say
Regional High.
Algonquin, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You knew that. That's crazy.
I was kinda coming
They
at you
actually
with that
got
one.
sneaky good basketball out in that.
That's why, yeah, because I think they were.
Yeah.
It was something like I forget what it was. You know, Georgetown won the state championship
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to say like Algonquin was like in their like final like Elite 8 bracket when I
Yeah.
was talking with Kilty, the head coach
Yeah.
and stuff. So that's the reason now I was
My
like,
kids'
oh, okay.
travel team got dusted by Southborough. So right
Really?
near here. Yes.
In basketball?
In basketball.
No shit.
He played on the school's basketball team, earned a reputation as a dedicated and disciplined athlete. He went to Keene State College up in Keene, New Hampshire.
You hoop?
Majored in business management. He did hoop up at Keene State.
Good
Is
for
that
him.
D2?
Free.
Is it D3?
Fun
That in your
fact,
conference or no? Keene State?
No, they're D3. They play like Plymouth,
Plymouth. okay.
Bridgewater.
All right.
I'm trying to think of who also. If I'm not mistaken, Jack, you can look this up. For some reason, I think Keene State only has a varsity hockey team as of really recently. They've had like a sick club team for a while.
A men's and new women's Division III hockey team, both of which are part of the Little East Conference.
Right. Okay. So what year did that happen? That was recently?
Yeah, starting in 2024-25.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So you were
wow.
right.
Okay.
He majored in business and finance. That he worked as an entry-level business development role. It doesn't say where he worked. I couldn't find out exactly where he worked, but he was working. And he wanted to just basically be a businessman in corporate finance or some type of business consultant.
Cool.
That's what he wanted to do. Basically, honest, level-headed kid is basically how everyone describes
So
him.
copy and paste the description of every single person that's gone missing in this.
insane, yeah.
Do you think everybody has it right though?
No, I
Because
mean,
nobody's ever going to say, like, the kid was kind of a piece of shit. I'm not saying this kid was anything other than what he's described. I'm just saying, like, do you ever think
Yeah.
that, like, that happens sometimes with, like, people that go missing? When do you
Yes.
ever be like, when have you ever heard anybody be like, it was kind of a piece of shit, honestly, if he doesn't come back? It's, like, kind of like whatever. If he
Yeah.
does, great. If he doesn't,
well, everyone wants to look at everything through, like, rose-colored glasses.
Like, why
and
do scumbags never go missing, apparently?
because they're usually the ones making people disappear.
Or that,
probably.
that's a good point. It's a very good point. Not gonna lie to you.
You very rarely see,
Like, nobody ever comes forward and be like,
Yeah.
yeah, my kid was kind of a jerk off, but, like, you know what? I mean, if he comes back, great. If not, he was a scumbag to me and his mother.
yeah.
So, like, fuck him, kind of. Like, I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's. We have some family members where it's like, well,
If he goes, he goes.
if he goes, yeah, I mean, if he comes back, okay. But, like, if he doesn't, like, whatever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
So
I
it
think
still
this
comes up
just,
tomorrow.
I think this is one of those cases where it's like all these kids just are like normal ass kids. They're all, they all went to school. They're all hardworking kids, and it's just like it's crazy. That's the same type prototypical person that disappears. Like it feels like they almost all look the same
Mm-hmm.
at the same point in their lives, pretty much doing the same shit.
It's
in
almost
school,
like
working.
it's almost like if there's a perp here, they're like looking at this person's non-existent Wikipedia page.
Yes,
This is why LinkedIn shouldn't be a thing.
you think this is like the
I think this
LinkedIn?
guy's got a burner LinkedIn profile, snooping.
Can you see when someone looks at your LinkedIn profile?
Only if it's like a pro account or some shit like that.
Yeah, you pay for it to see everyone, but they'll give you, like, on the non-paid, they'll show you, like, 3, and then they try to tempt you with, like, 95 other people looked at your account type of thing.
Okay.
Real, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because
Very expensive to get the premium account.
Is it?
yeah, like pro LinkedIn is legit, right? Because if you look at somebody's LinkedIn profile, it just shows you like someone looked at your profile.
Right.
It doesn't show you like who, right? Like specifically.
No, yeah, they'll show you, like, 2 or 3. And
Oh,
then they try to tempt you, obviously, right, to buy the premium account.
Okay.
And it's like, oh, I kind of want to know who looks at it. So then you do the trial and they get you.
Interesting. Okay, I got you. Wednesday, March 29, 2017. Are you good if we go there? Mm-hmm. Attends Boston Celtics game at TD Garden with a coworker. Leaves early after, quote unquote, a few drinks. This is around 9 p.m. I wouldn't say, well, yeah, technically that's leaving early, but you got to think that's what, like halfway through the fourth quarter at that point? Right?
Yeah.
Tip flops at 7.
Yeah,
I would
that
say
makes
so,
sense.
right?
7:30.
Okay.
I think this was a 7:30 tip.
Shocker. Surveillance. We have some footage.
Yep.
Shows him leaving TD Garden. Wow.
Yeah. So he attends the game at TD Garden with a friend. They basically the friend describes as being in good spirits, relaxed. They did see him that he was obviously had been drinking. 7:30 against Milwaukee Bucks. No reports of unusual behavior whatsoever. Around 9 o'clock, he's seen leaving. The game's still in progress when he exits. This is the last confirmed sighting of him. They later verified the footage showing him leaving the main entrance near Causeway Street. So that's kind of that main.
Now,
main direct.
keep in mind, for anybody that's at the new TD Garden, this is before it was remodeled.
Correct.
But at the same time, I think the entrance is still kind of the same.
Well, yeah, he's probably interested in too.
You could still exit the building that way. I think you can, because if you go on the other side of like the Hub Hall thing, it's still there, that exit.
Well, maybe he came on the side where the guy plays the drums.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's probably where he came
Yes,
out.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I think he comes out that way where the guy's playing the drums by the statue, probably
Yep.
takes a right.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree with you. Phone. You got more?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got more. Between 9 and 9:30, witness accounts suggest Michael may have been near Paul Revere Park, just north of the Garden, attempted to call an Uber. His family later confirms the rideshare attempts, so the family does say that he was trying to get an Uber.
This is the early days of Uber, like fairly early days. It might
Yeah, a
not have
couple
been as
years in, right?
Yeah, technologically sound. I get
They
it.
said they were recorded. His attempts were recorded, but he never successfully got a ride. So he never successfully connected with an Uber driver. Either that's from he canceled the ride or they canceled on him, but he never successfully connects. This location is a few hundred feet from the Zachem Bridge and directly beside the Charles River. That's that park I was talking about earlier. That's down kind of by the skate park-ish area.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Between 9:30 and 10:30, no confirmed sightings documented during this hour. Police may have been walking through downtown Boston, possibly disoriented or trying to find another route home.
Okay. Because I did you have any
No, you can go to that one. Go to the next.
Tuesday, April 3rd?
No, go to the phone data.
Oh, phone data pings show movement and attempts to order an Uber, like you said, near Paul Revere Park. I have subsequent pings around Tremont Street,
Yes.
reported as 10 p.m. and 11 p.m.
Yep.
Okay. Family notes he was intoxicated.
So they do say he's intoxicated. The family actually admits to that.
Okay.
Michael's cell phone pings near 138 Tremont Street on the eastern edge of the Boston Common, approximately 1.5 miles from TD Garden. Now, if you do remember in a previous case, for some reason, there is a 1.5 mile radius for some reason. I'm guessing there's
Right.
a tower issue where like there might be the towers might be 1.5 miles. His goes completely opposite direction and pings off that other tower. Now, they don't know. They can't say whether he went that way or it's just a false ping like we got in one of the other cases. They never come out and say whether it was a false ping or they was actually
Okay.
near 138 Tremont Street.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's the last digital trace of his movement. But this is why they say like they thinks he could have been walking downtown. So maybe he was walking that way toward public transit or a secondary meeting point or something. And after that, though, his phone goes silent. So after that ping, his phone completely goes silent. No calls, no texts, nothing at all.
These guys just keep walking.
Yep, and his phone was never recovered. They never find his
Oh, they
phone.
never find the phone.
It's not on his body. It's nowhere. After 11 p.m. is when that he disappears completely without the contact. No witnesses saw him at all. This is when they believe he fell into the Charles River. So I don't know how it pings in Tremont Street, but he falls in the Charles River over by Charlestown. I don't understand that.
Okay.
No camera footage captures the event.
Okay.
No signs of struggle, robbery, or foul play.
Tuesday, April 3rd, 2017.
Yep.
Police begin focus searches by the Charles River Dam under the Zachem Bridge based on investigative leads.
Yeah, so here's where investigative leads, what does that mean and why isn't there more information on why they think that? I'm guessing because that's where he tries to call the Uber ride.
Okay.
That's where his location's pinned to where the Uber, like, okay, come get me here. Mm-hmm. That's where it is. But again, it takes them like 4 or 5 days, I believe, or maybe even longer. When was the original? 29th. Yeah, so
Okay.
so 4 days later,
Yeah.
they start to search the Charles.
Oh, you meant
River.
when he was last seen? Sorry, I didn't know what you
Yeah,
meant.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. So that's when it was last seen on the 29th. So that's 4 days, and that's when they try to search that area. The Massachusetts dive team begins searching under the TD Garden and the Zachem Bridge. The crews use sonar again to scan beneath the surface, focusing on the area between the garden and the locks. The same area last year. They did it the year before this.
Had a whole year to advance the technology.
Yes.
This is our 103rd year.
Searches
103rd year
continue.
anniversary.
The
Did they throw a
searches
party?
continue. The searches continue intermittently for several days, and there's no immediate recovery. The family continues outreach through like social media. They're trying to like get the word out. Kind of the same exact playbook of
Yeah.
Zachary Marr.
And then this one was like, holy shit.
Yes, it's
Here we
happening
are like
again.
a year later.
Yes.
Like, wow. Sunday,
Yep.
April 16th, 2017.
Easter.
Oh, is it?
It's Easter morning. Yes.
Oh, okay. For that year.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
For that. Yeah. It does change.
Changes, right?
Yeah.
Also, can I just say something really quick? Not to like jump in the middle of anything. Do you think certain holidays should be rerouted to just like the last
Yes.
some whatever day of like the last Sunday of the month?
I think a Halloween should always be on a Friday.
Last Friday of the month. Thank you. Whatever that happens to be. If it's October 28th, 29th, 30th, whatever.
It's way easier.
Way easier, right? Instead
It's like Thanksgiving's the last Thursday.
day in every month.
Yes. In
Easter,
every-
no, Easter changes for whatever
Well,
reason.
is Easter the last Thursday or is it the third Thursday?
No,
Could be the third.
you're right.
I think it might
I think
be.
you're right because that's what differentiates it from Thanksgiving.
And sometimes it's late March too. Does it have to do with the
Yeah,
moon?
that is true. It is late March sometimes.
No, you're talking about Easter.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Easter has to do with some type of calendar, 40 days or
Advent
something.
calendar.
Yes, something to do with
Yeah,
that.
so it's the first Sunday after the first full moon that occurs on or after the spring equinox, which is March 21st. So it can go from.
come the
I'm
fuck
telling you,
on
this
with
is way too complicated.
What the
Yeah,
hell
no,
is
see, I
that?
said it.
It's like now you got to look at fucking
Come on, who made
sunshots.
this? Yeah,
and
who made this day? NASA?
Equinox.
Who
Yeah,
the fuck picked the Easter day?
I told you it had something to do with the moon.
That's
Yeah.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
man. I thought it was like a holy
No.
day.
Yeah, it is a holy day.
Yeah, but like,
I don't know. I thought it was 40 days after something.
does the spring equinox have to do like when they planted
I think it's supposed
plants
to. I think it's supposed to do with like
in
him
back
in
in
the
like
desert.
yeah, but I'm saying in like the ancient Jesus time, did they like plant something for the spring equinox and like
I actually have something that I don't know if you know this. Jesus wasn't born on December 25th. I don't know if you knew that or not.
so what the fuck is Christmas?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure he wasn't born on December 25th.
This is the
If
Mandela.
that's true,
this
right?
is the Mandela effect again.
No, look that up. That's
Yeah,
definitely
no,
true.
he's right. He
Yeah.
wasn't actually born on like December 25th.
So
That's
what is
just
December 25th?
I think that's what they
It
picked.
comes from like other holidays. That's when they chose to celebrate it, I guess.
They just picked that day out of nowhere. If you could pick your birthday, what day would it be?
June 15th.
Why?
Middle of the nicest month of the year, in my opinion.
I don't know why when I asked that, I kind of thought of Miss Congeniality when she's like, "What's your perfect date?" And she's like, "I don't know, April 30th."
Isn't that Mean Girls at the fucking
You know,
talent
she's like
show or
April
whatever?
30th.
Yeah.
Just because it's not too hot.
You don't
it's
need a
not too-
jacket. Yeah. That's Mean Girls at the. Isn't that Mean Girls?
No, it's Miss Congeniality.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, you're right. It is Miss Congeniality. You're
It's
right.
like,
You're right.
No, that's not what I meant. Like walking on the beach or something.
Yeah, that's hilarious, dude. That's so fucking funny. Oh my god.
I'd pick the day
Mustang
after.
Sally.
I'd pick the day after the Super Bowl, which should be a holiday.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what I would pick.
that's a good pick, to be honest with
Yeah,
you.
there's nothing really going on in February either. It's like
No.
a dead point.
I have a fucking horrible birthday too.
January 9th. Did I
Terrible.
get that right?
Yeah. What is
Wow.
that?
I'm
What
good.
is that date though? Like, what is that? The
Honestly,
New Year pizzazz.
there's
is worn
nothing
off.
good about January.
Nothing. Everybody's given up on the New Year's resolution. Everybody's over 2026 already.
you
Somebody's
honestly
got to
feel bad for Martin Luther King Jr. because he's in January. His day's in January.
Kind of, but like it's a day off of work and everybody loves that
I
weekend.
know it's just
kind
such
of
a
little
bad. January is like the worst
Bit.
month.
It sucks. Dude, it's the worst.
Do you think other states they'll feel that, or it's just us?
No, I think it made me who I am though.
You think it is?
All the summer and fall people. Yeah, it made it. Yeah,
I think the worst birthday you can have as a
October
kid
10th.
is like right near Christmas because then your gifts get merged together.
Yeah.
and then you can't even celebrate with any of your
I will
buddies
say
in school.
January 9th, I was like 2.5 weeks after Christmas. So like October 10th sucks, by the way, too. What was I going to say?
Yeah, for other reasons.
For other reasons, right.
Yeah.
So I had a little bit of layoff between Christmas, which was nice.
Yeah.
But like Paulie gets fucked.
Yeah, he's like the 23rd.
Third, yeah, right.
I'm September 7th, which my birthday always got overlooked. Like, you know how like people would have like a party for like
Labor Day.
No, I'm saying like in general, like in school, like they'd be like, oh, it's this person's birthday, but because it was so early on in the year, they never did that.
Your thing was on
Or
like
I was like, it would be like right
your
before we
birthday
went
was
to
on like
school.
syllabus day.
Yes.
So it's like we're not.
Yeah. My kid's like before he goes to school, like right before he goes to school,
Which
is
kind of
terrible.
sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the end of August sucks.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad. But yeah. Anyway, back to the last part of this case that you people have been waiting to hear. On this episode, Sunday, April 16th, 2017, Easter. A witness spots a body around 9:10 a.m. near Charles River Locks. State Police Marine Unit recovers it. It is identified as Michael Kelleher. Later that day, family issues a statement.
So approximately at 9:10 a.m., a passerby notices something floating in the Charles River near the Colonel Ridge Gridley Locks. I guess that's the full name of it, Colonel Richard Gridley.
You said Ridge Gridley.
Colonel Richard
Colonel McGriddle.
The Dick Gridley locks.
Yeah, the Dick
okay?
Gridley lock. Yeah.
We got a lot of locks talk here. It's like the locksmith.
The
we
Loch
should
Ness
change this to the
We should do an
locksmith.
episode on the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Pod.
Just east of the Zakim Bridge, Massachusetts State Police Marine Unit responds, recovers the male body in the water. Clothing obviously matches Michael. This is obvious. I think this is a little over 2 weeks after. So it's not as decomposed as some of the other bodies, especially being in really cold water.
Right, okay.
Yeah. The location is roughly within a half mile where his last sees leaving the TD Garden, and extremely close to where they
So
found
did they do a toxicology report on this? Because the family says he was intoxicated, or did they just text somebody and be like, "Oh, I'm shit-faced"?
You know what? Different from other cases, the toxicology and final autopsy details are not released. Later that morning, the police confirmed the body's identified as Michael Kelleher. The news outlets confirmed the identification, and that's pretty much it. So yeah, again, no signs of physical trauma, no toxicology, no autopsy released.
No sonar blip.
Nothing on the sonar.
No
when
blips.
they did the sonar that day, they didn't find it. So apparently these people, are they sinking and then rising up? I would assume so. If you got dive teams, they're obviously searching. You're searching the float first, right? And then you go under. You would assume. Sonar didn't pick
surface.
up. The surface, yeah.
The float. The float. No, I'm sorry.
All right, you can go to the next one.
It's just Monday, April 17, 2017, the confirmation essentially, right, the next day?
Yep.
Authorities publicly confirmed the identification, recapped that he'd vanished after the March 29th game.
Yeah, so basically authorities are basically saying that it's accidental. It's a cold water drowning. Again, cold water. They're intoxicated, disoriented. They hit the cold water. They can't get out. That's what they believe.
Okay.
Obviously, everyone's drawing connections to Ma, Hurley, all the other young men near the urban waterways. Police, again, say there's no evidence whatsoever of a coordinated pattern or any type of, serial offender or anything like that. The official cause of death remains an apparent drowning. That's it. No physical trauma. And it's closed. The case is still closed.
Well, this is the last one in the timeline. It's the last one in the timeline.
Last one. But, there are still bodies showing up. We have plenty of stuff that's showing up. Does it fit the narrative? Some of them do. Some of them don't. You could
Has
add
it been
a bunch of them.
downplayed by
Yes.
the local media at this point? I think so, yeah.
I think the title of this podcast should probably be like The River Gave Him Back to Us, this one.
It makes me think of that Brad Pitt. No, the fucking Chris O'Donnell movie. What's A River Runs Through It?
Yes.
Remember that movie from
Yes. I think I had to read that book in school. Or
something, yeah, right?
Yeah,
it was just something like that. Yeah, right. You definitely didn't read it. There's no
Cliff
chance.
Notes.
Yeah,
You
Cliff
used to get
Notes.
the little yellow Cliff Notes, but people don't even know what that is anymore.
Nope.
Now they got ChatGPT. You could probably just type that in.
Why would you read anything ever?
Give me a summary of this book.
Yeah, Lord of the Flies. Here
Yes,
you go. The
and there
kid
it
dies
is.
at the end.
Yes.
That's it. What was I going to say? There's got to be something. I don't know if it's a guy, if it's a girl, I don't know. I don't know. I go back to the same adage of, I've been out in Boston 6 million times in my life. I have never had a desire to walk by any body of water once. Not one time. The only time I can say that is back when the early days, us hanging out at the feast. I'm talking high school days up to age, I don't know, 20.
You're walking by you're
when
going
we couldn't
to,
get into bars and shit. You're
going to the softball field.
That's it.
That's where you're going to.
Yeah, literally that's it for me. But as an adult, get 25, 26, 23, whatever the fuck it was.
Usually you're going to get something to eat. You're going to see somebody, meet somebody.
Anything cold never draws me to the water.
Yeah, I would agree.
Never. It's always colder by the water.
It's very mind wracking. I don't even know if that's a word. Not nerve wracking. Mind boggling.
Yep.
Mind boggling.
Nerve-boggling. I don't know what the fuck.
Mind boggling
Right.
that these men are just walking to water and falling in.
I
in the
just don't
same
believe
area.
that at all, man.
Why
I'm
all
sorry,
in
I
the
don't.
Same area.
I just don't get that.
With no CCTV footage of it.
I don't
What's
see
the
it.
chances of
I've
that?
never been out in Boston in my life once and been Pat, have you?
To go down to the water?
Just any body of water in the city of Boston.
Yeah, we talked about this on a previous episode.
We did, right?
I don't hate a nice nighttime walk along the water.
Yeah, but you run. So it's you like to just walking and running is your thing. It's not me and Al's thing.
Well, running is definitely not my thing, but Yeah, no,
You
I
literally
think
what the fuck? You run half marathons.
I've run one half marathon.
I've literally had
Do
business
you have
calls
like
with-
13.1? Oh, you
He
do
first
have a
off, he
13.1
just
on his
bold-faced
laptop.
lied again to
He has
us.
a 13.1
I've
on
had
his
business
laptop.
calls with this kid while he's out for a nighttime run.
True. But I
a
used
runner.
to produce a running podcast. It's kind of like a Barstool style running podcast. A lot of my older cousins shut up peak too early. And I made a big point where I said the craziest thing in the running community to me is putting a 13.1 sticker on your car.
Yeah.
Because it's like doing half the job. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like you should have to do the full marathon to put the sticker on your car.
Is the 13.1 sticker on the card the participation trophy of the running community?
So I actually have a long-standing
26.2,
belief
baby.
that I could run the Boston Marathon tomorrow as a fat, overweight man.
But describe run. Are you like
Closing in on
but you could
40.
technically walk the Boston.
I could finish the Boston Marathon.
First off, here's the thing: is like how
prove
long
it.
are people gonna sit? How long would people sit there for like a guy walking the marathon to like finish it?
I'm telling you right now, I do like 12 miles a day anyways. We're
You think so?
just on my feet, 12 miles. I walk golf courses all the time. I'm doing 15 miles in a day. It's no question I could finish the marathon. I think the marathon, running or
Isn't it
finishing a marathon.
Isn't walking 8 miles?
Yeah, but I'm saying full throughout a day.
No.
yeah.
No. I'm saying if you me and you just played 18.
It could be
tomorrow and
10,
walked.
could be 12. Depends how bad you're shooting.
Oh yeah, that's true.
All right, so what's the number? We're pushing 3K on TikTok when
Yeah.
this comes out. We might be over it by the time this comes out, the way it's going. When this comes out, we'll say we'll give people 1 week. If we get up to 20K, you'll go do a marathon the next week.
10K.
Oh, we're gonna be
10K?
Are we doing this now? Come on, we're not doing these milestone.
I could finish
fucking
a
physical thing.
I could finish a marathon tomorrow without even hydrating. Without even hydrating. I'm telling you right now, people.
Davis Clark shit himself.
Yes, because he was trying to run it in like sub 4.
That's insane.
Which is crazy. He shit himself then, and he put up the video.
Kind of like shit blood, which is what happens when you run a marathon sometimes because your shit's just
Listen,
so
everyone knows you
strained.
throw a couple Band-Aids on your nipples and you fucking just walk. I could finish a marathon tomorrow. I'll throw two Band-Aids on my
I
nipples.
would cut right through a fucking jacket, honestly. Me personally, I have that. That's just the kind of nip I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying?
You got a hot nip.
Yep.
Yeah.
You lose enough weight. For a while there it was the inverted nip. Now we're back out.
Yeah, I could do a marathon.
You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think it's that hard of a feat. Number one, I don't know how we got onto marathons.
I don't either.
I think it's the most overrated physical activity you could do.
Okay.
I'm being dead serious. That's how I feel. I feel like when people walk in, they're walking around the city in those like the jackets that they get with the Boston Marathon, and then they act like they just like cured cancer.
I think a lot of
It's
people do it.
aggravating.
But I think a lot of people do it for like charitable reasons,
Yeah, that's fine.
which is great.
Yeah.
That's
no,
cool.
I don't. You do whatever you want in your free time.
Right.
Just don't brag about it.
Okay.
It's like dropping like 25 in men's league basketball. Who cares?
I post
You're a
it
bum.
personally. I don't know. I would post. Sometimes I think
So-
about posting my pickup stats. To be honest with you,
You just like
2 goals, 2 assists Wednesday
Yeah,
nights
dude,
and
yeah.
yeah. I think about it.
I had a great shift.
Did
Yeah.
No. I've been playing really well this season. What was I gonna say? That concludes. Unless anybody else has something to add here. That concludes the Men in the Water series. The search is going to keep rolling into the next episode. Massachusetts, let us know what you think. New England, whoever else anywhere listening to this, do you have things like this that happen in your area? Is it not just us? Yeah, that's another episode of The Search.
How bad are they gonna fuck me with this clip on TikTok? They're gonna put up, can he do a marathon for 10K?
No, we're not putting it up because if we do that and you don't do it or whatever
I'm definitely gonna do it, and hopefully I die during it. That's what I would want to happen. That would probably be good for the numbers, guys.
I think so.
Then you can get to your 20,000.
See you on the next episode.
Yes.